meet Sagittarius, Sagittarius sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Sages. We're streaming this live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Dre and the lovely Deline. The lovely Dre and the lovely Deline. And on Twitch is the lovely Shirley. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you, Sagittarius and friends of Sagittarius, for joining us today for this 2-week reading. Today I'm reading with this ancient Italian tarot. This box really does look ancient, doesn't it? It's seen a lot of readings. And I've already purified with this gorgeous vervain by L'Occitane, and I hope that if you don't want to burn incense, that you try one of those vervain sprays, or you can make your own as well. You can find out information about all of that on my YouTube channel. And like I said, this is a 2-week reading for all Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, starting today, the 21st of February, 2023, going out to all the Sagittarius, whether you're watching live with me now or on a restream. It does go out to a lot of Sagittarius, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to make sense to you, just maybe disregard it and check out one of the other zodiacal readings for your other signs, all of which are available to view on my website, ariels-corner.com. And remember also, we have general readings every day except for Monday for all signs right here on this YouTube channel. I don't read with card reversals, so don't worry a thing about it when you see me flipping those cards right side up. It's just my style of reading. It works great for me. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga, paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. We have a shop at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We have all kinds of beautiful merchandise, including tarot decks for sale. We make a small commission off of each and every sale, and we appreciate your support. If you're watching live with us on YouTube, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. It doesn't even have to be whether you're live. You could be doing that even if you're watching on a restream on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, make sure that you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch our videos on Twitch without any ads by subscribing to us there. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to just give this one more shuffle and a nice clean cut. And let's see what's in the cards for the next couple weeks for our gorgeous, beautiful, and fabulous Sagittarius. Starting out with our lovely juggler card, then the Knight of Cups, wouldn't you know? And then we have an 8 of Swords. Okay, this is a bit of a mixed bag. Okay, let's look at this juggler card from fresh perspective today. A lot of times what happens with the juggler card is I need to, put forth a particular version of myself so that people like me or accept me or whatever. And that's true. That's part of the charm of this card, right? But there's more sometimes to it than just that. It's also that I need to use my own cleverness to get my needs met, because I can't trust that anything but myself can be, can help me. So it's this idea of thinking for yourself and by yourself rather than thinking in consort with infinite intelligence. And because of the way the world is set up, and because of the way that we were basically trained in this world, it seems stupid to think of infinite intelligence rather than, taking care of things ourselves. This seems like the right thing to do. Like, for instance, if let's just take financial. If there's a financial problem, you rush in with your ideas. I know what to do to fix it. I know what to do to fix it. If there's a problem in your relationship, I'm going to fix this. If there's a problem with one of your kids, I know what to do to fix it. But have you noticed that a lot of times, maybe the majority of the times when you go in to fix those things, it doesn't necessarily help, not in the long run. Sometimes it'll put a Band-Aid on it, but it doesn't really do anything. All it does is keep you juggling. All it does is keep you tap dancing to try to get everything, keep all those plates spinning. And eventually the plates come crashing down because you're not meant to handle all of those things all by yourself. You're not meant to keep all those plates spinning. You're not meant to be that clever. You don't need to do that. So when we have that juggler card come up, one of the ways that we can think of it is, oh, I don't need to do it all. I'm not responsible for everything. There's a line, I think it's in A Course in Miracles, that God's way works and yours doesn't. And that's another way to think of the juggler card. It's just like, wait a minute, maybe there's a better way. And there it is, this Knight of Cups. That's the better way. And so you don't have to wait until you've tried every trick in your bag before you ask for the help. The help is there waiting for you to ask for it. It's just waiting for you. It's right there. And it has all the answers. It has all the answers that you're never, ever going to come up with on your own. And that's not because you're stupid. It's not because you're not clever enough. It's because you're not meant to know everything. That's not what you're supposed to do. It's like if you have a hammer and you keep being upset that you can't drink champagne out of it, it's not that that the hammer's bad or defective. It's that it's not meant to be a champagne flute, right? And so a lot of times we try to make ourselves be a hammer when we're really a champagne flute. So this is where this Eight of Swords where we get stuck in this, because the Eight of Swords is where we start obsessing over things. And that's because we think, well, if I just try harder, if I do more things, if I throw more of my cleverness at this situation, then I'll get it fixed. And we get so into ourselves, we get so into trying to manipulate our way through our lives, not because we're bad, but because we don't know any better, right? And this help can't come in and do anything for us because there's no opening. There's no opening. So what I recommend when you catch yourself in that, Sagittarius, is to, first of all, don't feel bad about yourself. Just, feel human. It's a confusing world we live in. But just to recognize, I don't have to go through this. I don't have to go through any of this. I've got the help right here. All I have to do is ask. There's nothing wrong with me that I have to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with me that my plan isn't working so well, right? So this Eight of Swords is that obsessive tendency to want to, and it's that, and I don't mean that you're insane when I say this, but remember the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a new result. That's the insanity of the ego. We'll try this, we'll try that, well, let's try it again. And then we get kind of locked in these loops of like, well, maybe if I just try it again, instead of saying, well, none of this is working. And see, the problem is that sometimes, like if you were, like in Vegas, people that are addicted to the slot machines, they think it's working. They convince themselves, oh, see, it almost happened. I almost got the 3 cherries. So they convince themselves that it's working when it's not. So we have to recognize that when that's happening, it's not that we're defective. It's that we're trying to do something that we are not intended to do, and that it's not necessary, because all of our needs can be met easily if we know to stop looking to our own cleverness and ask for the help that's already there for us. This is the reason why many of you, Sag, are doing this, is because you've had so many problems in the past. You've had so many bad occurrences in the past where you think, I'm not going to let those things happen again, and I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that they don't happen again. And that's understandable. And that's actually not a bad way to be, to say never again, never again. But take it one step further and say never again. Therefore, I need to call on a power that knows how to ensure never again. Because if I can rely only on myself, then I don't have the vantage point to know what to do to make sure that it's never again. I'm not capable all by myself to know all of the details of every aspect of the universe to make sure never again. But I'm connected to a power that does have all those details, that does know every little thing to make sure that it's never again. All right, so I think in spite of yourself, you're moving beyond that, except for the only thing that you have to be careful of, Sag, is to not allow yourself to get hooked by your own mind. Not to allow yourself to get hooked by your own mind, because you already know what you're doing. You already know how to get where you need to go. You already know all of this. I'm not telling you anything new, but just sometimes when you're stuck in a thought loop, it's hard to recognize that you're stuck in a thought loop, right? When you start juggling again, it's hard to recognize that you're juggling again. So just allow yourself to check in periodically every single day, several times a day, with that higher power or with that inner guidance or with that, just within your higher self, however you want to put it, that still small voice within you that knows how to get you where you need to go. All right. When you do that, it's giving you a vertical ascent. It's giving you a vertical ascent. It's not like, well, once you do that, then you can start all over and then slowly but surely you're going to get where you need to go. No. When you do that, you are immediately lifted out of the illusion and placed right back where you're supposed to be. And for many of you, it is financial. For many of you, it is or health or physical stuff. It's not just spiritual stuff to make you feel better. It's actual practical results that come when you allow yourself to get pulled out of those kind of obsessive thought forms, when you get pulled out of the I'm going to do it myself mentality, and really do listen to that still small voice within you. It's not like this long process of little by little I'm going to find my way back into prosperity. It's immediate. It's like that. It's like that. And you're going to be shown exactly what to do in the moment when you ask. You're going to be shown exactly what to do. And it's usually just a little bit of like getting things in order. So that's really what it looks like. It's not like you're going to be told to do really difficult things. It's going to be, look, I want you to focus on getting these things in order and leave the rest to me, kind of thing with your inner guidance. And then where do you find yourself? You find yourself, instead of juggling, you find yourself owning it all. Instead of juggling and trying to make things work and trying to get by and trying to forestall, more catastrophe because of what happened in the past, you're not even in that realm anymore. You're where you own all your good. It's where you have all that wealth. And I don't necessarily only mean financial wealth, but it is there. But that you own all of that wealth, that you inherit it all. Remember, kings inherit their kingdoms. They're not politicians in that they have to get elected. They inherit it, right? And your inheritance is waiting for you. And so that's why it's a vertical ascent. It's like you wake up to the fact that, oh, I'm already a king, or, I'm already royalty. I already have everything that I need. I just have to receive it, right? And so this next 2 weeks is, I think, for most of you, that rethinking, re-choosing. I'm going to stop doing everything all by myself. I'm going to stop juggling. I'm going to stop trying to forestall to protect myself against a recurrence of something that already happened in the past. I'm going to stop allowing myself to get stuck in these thought loops, and instead I'm going to keep checking in with that inner guidance and allow that vertical ascent. Allow that vertical ascent so that and you're going to see it. You're going to see it. It's that quick. It's not like, a big process. It's immediate, so that you can get right into that accepting of your inheritance. And your inheritance is quite large. Your spiritual inheritance includes physical, financial wealth, physical health, all of the things in your physical world that you need. It includes all of those things, but it also includes peace and order, right? And one more thing real quickly before we go is you can also use that off switch technique, and you can find it on my other YouTube channel. The off switch technique really, really helps you when you notice that you're getting obsessive and that you're trying to pull back and start manipulating your way through your life again. You can just shut that down, get right back into asking that inner guidance and allowing yourself to be lifted immediately into that acceptance of your inheritance. It's a beautiful 2 weeks. All right, well, I'll be back in 2 weeks for another reading for you. And thank you so much to the amazing moderators Dre, Delene, and Shirley, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, Sagittarius. Blessed be.